back to the channel. My name is Steven. I'm a pharmacist and I own 54 units of real estate. So today I wanted to do a motivational talk about stop making excuses. So this topic really fires me up. So sorry, I'm going to be extra unhinged than usual, but stop making excuses. I feel like people always make excuses, and that's what's holding you back, to be honest. I used to make an excuse that you couldn't pay off your student debt in less than 5 years. But once I removed that excuse, I said, you know what? Instead of saying I can't do this, how can I do this? You gotta rephrase your mindset. How can I pay off my student debt in 5 years? And once you actually break it up, create a plan, and do the math, it's not as bad as you think. And with ChatGPT nowadays, you can literally ask, hey, I have $250,000 of student debt. This is my interest rate. This is my loan amortization. How can I pay this off in 4 years? They'll give you exactly a plan, right? So with all the knowledge and information nowadays, there's no excuse now. When I did it back in 2013, YouTube wasn't a thing, as big of a thing. ChatGPT didn't exist. And then a bunch of this YouTube content didn't exist. So what's your excuse, right? And then the next thing is everything's in your control. It doesn't matter what background you grew in. You can grow up from a broken family. You can grow up in a divorced family. I grew up in a divorced family. I didn't use it as a crutch. I used it as an excuse. People grow up in families where their parents are alcoholics or their parents have mental issues. You can use that as either a crutch, or you can use that as an excuse, or you can use that to elevate yourself, right? I know a lot of people who come from bad families and they're very successful today, right? I met with Cameron and his parents were in prison, and he's a successful real estate investor today. So you can use it as an excuse, or you can use it as a crutch. If I had to choose, I'd use it as a way to elevate myself, not as a crutch. So everything is in your control, whether you believe it or not, right? Whether you believe it or not, especially if you're living in America, it's a land of opportunity. If you want to pay off your student debt in 4 years, you just got to create a plan to be disciplined to that. And it's just that, are you willing to change, and are you willing to make sacrifice? And most people are not willing to change, not willing to sacrifice. So in which case, you're just making an excuse for inaction, right? So a lot of people will make an excuse I can't afford a house, right? It's too expensive to buy a house. I can't afford a down payment. It's expensive. Back when my parents could buy it, it's easier. Yes, that may be true, and so what? How's that going to affect your situation? Instead of making excuses and complaining, just think, well, how can I save a down payment? Well, if you're living in a market like in Huntsville, Alabama, where I'm buying, it's $300,000 to buy a brand new house. And let's just say you need 10% down to buy that house. That's $30,000 down, right? $30,000 down is your goal. If you can save $1,000 a month, it's gonna take you 30 months, almost 3 years to save that money, right? Sounds hard. Yeah. Is it gonna be easy? No. Can you do it? Well, how do you save $1,000 a month? There's two ways. You have to make more money and then spend less money. Probably do both. So are you picking up extra jobs? Are you picking up extra side gigs? Are you trying to elevate your skill set so you're making more money, right? Going to management, make more money. Elevating yourself to make more money, and also keep your expenses as low as possible. I see people telling me that they want to save up for a down payment on a house, but I see them going on a bunch of vacations. I see them going to EDC. I see them going to Coachella. I see them going to Michelin restaurants. By all means, you can, but know that your goal will be on the back burner. You can't have both right now, right? In the beginning, you can't have both right now, but eventually I can. At this point at my career, because I've been doing real estate for over 8 years, I can go to Coachella. Actually, I'm going to Coachella. I can go to Coachella. I can go on fancy vacations. I can go on eat at nice restaurants and still buy real estate, because I've sacrificed for the past 13 years to earn that privilege, right? But if you want to buy a house, but I see you spending money frivolously, then you're not that excited to buy the house. So stop complaining, right? Get your priorities straight. I want to follow your actions, not your words. A lot of people are good about talking about what they want to do and what their intentions are, but I see their actions, they do not align. So that's not your priority at all. You just saying you're doing it to make yourself feel better. And then you're blaming things to make yourself feel better. You can blame the economy. You can blame interest rates. You can blame the president. You can blame your mom. You can blame your dad. You can blame your work. When you start blaming yourself, that's when you'll start to improve and realize that's within your control, right? Like, it's literally out there. Like, I remember, like, talking to, like, even some friends, like, oh, I can't buy real estate, I can't afford it. I'm like, well, like, did you create an action plan? Did you, like, try to increase your income? Did you try to lower your expense? No? Then you're not that motivated. You just like complaining about it, right? And that's why, for me, I don't give people this real hard talk because, they don't like being my friend anymore. But, sometimes you just got guys slapped in the face with reality. Like I literally started off $250,000 student debt. Paid that thing off in 4 years. Didn't think it was possible. I just did it. Within a year, I saved up for my first down payment on a house. Bought my first house, which is a house hack. Fast forward that house, 8 years later, it went from $800,000 to $1.4 million. That's $600,000 of equity for doing nothing. Now people call me lucky, and probably was lucky, but I took action. I could have just sat on the sideline and complained and bitched and complained and did nothing and blamed my mom, blamed my dad, blamed the interest rates, blamed the president, blamed the economy, blamed my job, blame my whatever. I can blame everything, but I didn't. I just took action. And if you take enough action, eventually one of those things will hit, and then you'll make a lot of money, right? That's how you become a millionaire. Like, that property made me $600,000. My next property made me $500,000. My next property made me another $500,000. I bought an apartment complex for $500,000, 26 unit. Call it luck. Probably was luck, but I renovated those units. Skill. I was able to raise the rents by having a good property manager. Skill, and the value doubled. Is that luck? That's manufactured luck, right? So I could sit on the sideline saying, oh, it's impossible to buy an apartment complex as good as this, or I can send out direct mailers, talk to brokers, get deals off market, and you just need one or two of these deals, right? So you just need to be lucky once or twice to do it. So you have to create the opportunity for you to be lucky, right? Like, for me, I have a video talking about why YouTube was hard. Like, I can bitch and complain about, like, oh, the algorithm doesn't like me, I'm being shadow banned, my content sucks, no one likes me, or I just can create more content, and then eventually one will blow up, and I'll get more, it'll do better, right? So, once you point the blame from other people, like when you're pointing the finger, there's like one finger pointing forward, but three are pointing back at me. Once you start taking ownership of your crap in your life, then things will get better, right? Like, if I get laid off, I blame myself. I'm like, what could I have done? Even though I know it's not truly my fault, but what could I have done better to mitigate this situation? What can I do to protect myself financially? That's why I invest in real estate. So when I lost my job and I felt poor, I didn't blame my job. I didn't blame my boss. Yes, I was like frustrated and angry. I blame myself. I'm like, shit, I don't have additional sources of income. I don't have, all my eggs are in my W-2 job. And after I got laid off, what I do? I started investing in real estate. I started trying to do other side businesses, including YouTube. I tried my own pharmacy. I tried dropshipping. I tried to make money in different ways. So I took ownership over that, right? And even now, I work a W-2 job. I do YouTube. I do real estate. I take ownership of everything that happens to me, right? If my property manager steals from me, that's on me, because I didn't vet the property manager enough. So once you start taking ownership, that's when your life will improve, right? And like you said, like in this day and age, like, oh my God, like I am so crazy productive. So there's another reason, no excuses. Like, I literally can work a full-time job, make money that pays my bills today. And while working that full-time job, I'm managing my 54-unit real estate portfolio through text message, phone calls, and emails, right? That I can do on my breaks, on my lunch hour, at home. And on top of that, I can create another business while driving. Like, I'm literally driving right now, and this is my business, creating content, and post this video on YouTube for free. So this is a business. Yes, I'm not making much money from YouTube. I'm making $100 a month, but how much does it cost me to create content? I have internet already. I have a phone already, and YouTube is free. Instagram is free. TikTok is free. I have zero cost to running this business. It's just a matter of time. So this is the easiest ever been. Even like a school community. So school community, I created my school community. It's $9 a month to have a school community, and I charge $30 a month for my community, which is $1 a day. So, like, if I have one person paying me That's enough for 3 months of my supply. So like, where do you have this, right? Like, even look at Shopify. You can create a clothing brand, and have zero overhead, zero inventory, zero warehouse costs, and Shopify will help take care of that for you. So it's the easiest it's been to like create a business, but at the same time, people are just so distracted at the same time. Like, it's easier to look at like hot chicks on Instagram versus like create your own content, right? That's why OnlyFans is popular. I'm not as pretty as those girls. And if I showed you my goods, I don't think anyone would pay for that. Or would you? Let me know. Maybe that's my true calling. Just kidding. So stop making excuses, right? Like literally, I work a full-time job, which pays the bills today. I manage a 54-unit portfolio remotely. Like, I create content while driving in my hour commute. I still work out like 3 to 4 times a week, so I don't make excuses about my health. Me and Christine have we walk after we eat dinner. We don't compromise our health. We cook, we eat healthy, right? I still go out. Like, I go to a bunch of events. I go to a bunch of concerts still. I went to Linkin Park in Los Angeles. I'm going to I went to Martin Garrix. I'm going to Coachella next year. Went to, what else? A Hollywood Bowl event to check out some jazz concert. So I'm still pretty active. I don't sacrifice everything. I post content every day. I work out every day. I watch all the movies. I just watched Weapons. I want to watch Hymns or HIM. Whatever anime is out there, I watch it. Like Demon Slayer, I watch Demon Slayer. I watch all the Netflix K-dramas out there. Like, I literally do everything, right? Like, I don't have kids yet, but like, even if I did have kids, I still would make time to do activities. I have the same 24 hours as you, but I can still do all these things, right? I still work full time. I still commute. I still create content. I still watch, I still listen to podcasts and learn. I still exercise. I still make time to cook. It's just all about leverage and being efficient with your time, right? I still have the same 24 hours as you. Like, yes, if I have kids, maybe I can't like clean the house as much as I used to. At that point, I just hire a maid to clean the house, and there you go. I just allocate that time I use to clean my house to spend time with my kids, or going to the gym, right? So it's just really about being very intentional how you spend your time and energy. Like, a lot of people just waste like 4 hours on TikTok and social media, but I still waste my time, but it's very controlled, right? I still watch like 49ers. I still watch Warriors basketball. Like, I kind of have it in the background. Like, I may not watch the whole game, but maybe I'll watch the fourth quarter if it's a close game. If it's not close, I don't watch it. I just do something else more productive. So it's just really being cognizant of how you spend your time. Like, my wife just had her birthday, so I had friends over, and we did an event, and I still do all these things, right? So it's just a matter of like prioritizing what you want to do. I just went to Not Scary Farm recently, so like I told Christine, like, before we have kids, we're gonna do every single event that we want to do, so that we enjoy our time before we have kids. So we're trying to do everything we can. Like you said, like, we're literally doing Coachella, traveling to Vietnam, traveling to China, going to another rave event. I think this upcoming weekend. And like I told Christine, whatever event we want to do, whatever concert we want to do, we go. If there's I think there's a rave at Queen Mary, I'm like, we want to go, we just go. Whatever, if it's $300, let's just go. Right? If there's a Michelin star restaurant that we want to eat at, like we want to eat at Bavel, that's on our bucket list, like, we can afford it. Like, worst case, like, what, $300-$400? Like, we can afford it. Let's just go. Right? So like, I think you can have your cake and eat it too. Like, I'm living proof right now. Like, yes, when I was going through the grind and scaling my real estate portfolio, I was like probably depressed, so I didn't want to do anything because I was like burnt out, I was stressed. But at this point, I'm literally doing everything, right? I'm buying real estate. I just bought 2 deals in the past like 3 months. I still work full time. I still create content every day, and I actually expanded it to creating content. I post daily on Instagram and TikTok now, on top of YouTube, because I leveraged AI to basically create shorts for me and do captions for me, and then I use AI to help me post all that content on the platform. So I'm leveraging all that time, right? Also want to become a realtor. So probably gonna study for that and do that a little bit on the side. Still create content every day. Still work out every day. Still spend time with friends and family, on a weekly basis. Still do things with my wife. I'm not like a complete prude. Like, I do live my life outside. Do you watch sports? Do things? So like, there's a way to do it all, right? You just have to ask yourself, like, how can I make this happen? So for me, I like to structure my business around myself. So during these 1 hour, 2 hour calls or 2 hour drives I do every day, I'm creating content, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm talking to my property managers, right? Or talking to my wife about planning things. So, I just want to say, just stop making excuses. Like, you can have your dream life the moment you stop making excuses. And I'm living proof of that, right? Like, the moment I stopped making excuses, my life got better. So I hope it does the same for you. So anyways, hopefully this is motivational. Hopefully this got you to stop pointing the finger and then take ownership of everything you do. And it'll change your life. It changed my life completely. Like, I'll be honest, it changed my life completely. I never thought I'd be, 54 units, $6 million net worth, making over $250,000 by 35 and living in a nice house with a beautiful wife, and doing everything we want to do without worrying about it. Like, I'm buying all the real estate. I'm doing whatever I want. I'm not compromising at this point, right? But in the beginning, I did compromise a little bit, right? We don't have to house hack our property anymore. So anyways, I hope this motivates you. I'm not trying to brag. I just want to motivate you, right? That's my intent. So for those of you that this video pissed off, well, my content is not for you. For those who are motivated, this is for you, right? So please like, comment, subscribe. And if you want my coursing, my coaches, my school community, send me an email. Click my link tree down below. There's links to all that. Otherwise, hope to see you next one. Thank you.